But I should do good morning in a different way, right? You know what? Every day is just however my vibe is. That's normally what I'll do. Like, this is a whole thing. Some people probably think, like, is she just doing this for the videos? Like, no. If you ask people who knew me, like, back then, especially when I was teaching, it's like every day, I would literally do it for every single person. Like, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Like, you just want to switch it up and, really put your energy out there, like your vibe. I'm telling you, like, my vibe is different, but I like it. So it is what it is. Good morning. I wanted something different today. So yeah, hence all these different things going on, which I'm digging, but I haven't had time to really like sit in it for a minute. So yeah, I was just like, I want something different today. You all know how I don't do the same. Like same. That irritates me. But I'm still grateful to see another beautiful day. Okay, I'm grateful to see another beautiful day that God has made and allowed us to be here. And as usual, you all know I talk way too much. So I am going to do my absolute best. I love it when I'm like on a time crunch because then it like pushes me to actually stay on my time frame. And so we're going to try and do that for today. I have been trying to put this message together because I wanted it to be something that's encouraging, but at the same time motivational and something that people actually like get, like you understand. You know how some people like they want to do like positive things to say, but it's not like real. Like I want it to be authentic and at the same time, like this is real. This actually happens. Like I want it to be authentic to who I am, but at the same time, like real, this is actually happening and definitely faith-based. Like God is in everything that we do, and whether we want to acknowledge it or not, that's what's happening. Right? Like we might not want to acknowledge that God is for real a part of every single thing, every single aspect of our lives, even though we don't want to say that's what it is that's going on for whatever reason. Because sometimes, in society, it's almost like you start bringing faith into things, you start talking about God, and it's just like, oh, what happened? Like, but for me, I don't know, I've gained like a courage and a confidence over the years to be like, this is who I am. And yeah, I know who's making things possible. And I know, like, right? It's like when you get to those spaces where you for real, who God is and what he's about and all that. And it's just like, once he's in your life, it's hard to hide him. Like it's hard to hide that he's in you. It's hard to hide that that's how you run your life and that's your lifestyle and everything. It's gonna come out in everything that you do. And some people, they'll be like, oh, they doing that Jesus talk again, what have you, like whenever a situation is arising and then people go like straight to God, and it's just like, but it's real though, like when that becomes a part of your lifestyle and you are for real committed to him and you seriously understand how he is a part of every single thing that's going on and he's for real orchestrating stuff behind the scenes, you can't help but talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Like when we're in this world and we want to think like this world, that's why he's continuously telling us like, do not conform to the patterns of the, like don't do it, because I know you're in it. I know you're going to be easily influenced by it and how it operates and how it thinks and how it wants things to be done. But I'm telling you, you're in it. You're not of it. You get what I'm saying? So you can't just fall into all the patterns and the different ways of being and thinking and acting. Like you can't do that because that's not what he's about, right? If you love the world or anything of it, you can't have love for him, right? It's either one or the other. So anyway, for the story or the message, for the day, I finally finished I feel like I watched it before, but I finally finished the 61st Street show. And man, okay, let me go into this. I told you I was gonna try and be brief. I talk too much, but yeah, it's like I I enjoy drama. It's like this weekend I binge watched the mess out of stuff because it was just freezing outside. I was like, that ain't happening for me. But I was into all my lawyer shows pretty much, and like court cases and stuff like that. I don't know where that came from. I don't think there's not a lawyer in my family. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I do seriously enjoy like the legal aspect and stuff like that. Don't want to be a lawyer, but don't want to do that. But for some reason like that, I love it. I don't know what it is about it. It could be, I get pretty passionate about, different causes and stuff like that. You all know I get on my soapbox in a minute and, fighting for people and their rights and stuff like that. So it could come from that. Don't know. But look, self-discovery, you gotta be working on yourself and figure out like, where is this stuff coming from? But yeah, I really do care about justice and stuff like that. And so maybe that's where it comes from, but I don't want to be no lawyer and don't. I thought about going and just doing a bar and stuff just for fun, because I know in certain states you could just do it without having to go to school and stuff. And I want to see, like, can I do this? Because I used to, be involved with somebody who's like in the law and stuff. And I was going to do it just for fun, but then I was like, I really don't want to do that. What have you? And so anyway, I ended up watching like all my shows that dealt with that. And it's like, I don't know, I finally finished this one, and it's not that I don't like drama, right? I can watch it, but for me, it's like, when you live in the life of what's going on in shows, like I was talking about that, with my sister. It's like a lot of shows, people want to see themselves like in the show. And for me, it's like, nah, I got enough real life happening. Like, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it ain't my go-to. Like, it's not my go-to. And that's kind of why I like sci-fi and stuff like that. I like all the shows that it's like, it's very creative, it's imaginative, it's innovative, because it's like, I kind of couldn't see this in the real world, but then I like that twist to it on how they like bring in realistic aspects where it is resonating, but it's just this completely different world. Like, oh man, I love Westworld, Future World, like from back in the day. Like, it's so many things that I really enjoy, because it's like, when I'm sitting down to watch television or like movies and stuff, it's like I want to get out of the real world. Some people be like, let me go see, I want to see myself in it. And it's just like, nah, I ain't the one. Like I enjoy it, but it's like, no, I want to see some different stuff, because I already lived this life and, like, right? So got me sitting up here watching the 61st Street the other day, like, no, that ain't right. Look like, yep, that's exactly how, And, yeah, so I be having to take a break sometimes, like, man, real life, But anywho, yeah, see, y'all got me way off today. This is how I'm starting my day, right? Yeah, so anyway, I watched all these shows this weekend, and that's kind of what I was thinking to myself, trying to gather the message, right? Where it's real, and although we living in this world and we know how it operates and we know how it functions, it's like, we're still not of this world, right? And so today's message, deem it yours. Like that part, deem it yours. It is already yours. We live in this world, and for real, recently, for sure, and I think even over the years, it'll be a lot of people that's saying to me, or like, putting it out there like, oh, they dreaming, like, oh, this would never happen, and blah, blah, blah. And I could tell you countless things that I have done in my life that people literally was saying it over and over and over and over and over until literally it happened. Like, like that every time you tell them, and then they be like, what? What have you? And then years later, or a couple months or weeks later, it'd be like, yeah, and so that's happening. And so, yeah. What have you. And so for real, I wanted to put it out there, like, today's message, for real, deem it yours. I don't care what it is that you're trying to do. I don't care what it is that you want in your life. It's not just talking about, oh, you're dreaming of, white picket fences, or, Boazes, and what is it, dream girls, or what's the other stuff, a certain role or a certain job or a certain endeavor or a certain business. I don't care what it is. Don't you know that God will do it for you? He will do it for you. And not only that, but again, you get what I'm saying? I don't want it to be where I'm telling you something and it's like, oh, this just sounds nice to hear. Yeah, this is encouraging. It could totally happen. It's like, nah, I'm for real. Like this is not using factual evidence from things that we see, but actually going off of the Bible and going off of like God and him being faithful and him doing what he says he's going to do. Like, he is for real capable of doing anything. Like, it's not just something that we as believers say, it's real. So if it's something that you want, or it's something that you're pursuing, or if it's something that you're dreaming about, something that you desire, don't you know that God already knows it? And not only that, because this is what I wanted to kind of go into some more, but you know how sometimes he wills things to you. Sometimes it's like God is giving you certain desires and stuff like that because it's a part of a bigger plan. You never know. So it's one of those things where, first of all, we have to make sure that we are connected with him. We have to make sure that we're putting in the time and putting in the effort and working on our relationship with him. See, that's why I keep saying, like, work on that spiritual part. Every time we talk about, oh, I'm working on myself, like self-love, and yeah, I'm going to see my therapist. I am going to do my journaling. I am going here and there. Seriously, nothing wrong with doing that. That spiritual part, that part there is so critically like important to your life. It's so important to your life, giving you motivation, giving you encouragement, giving you strength, giving you the things that this world cannot give you. Right? So when we're going through our lives and it's seriously things that are coming to us, first of all, we got to discern, like, where is this coming from? Right? Because sometimes, for real, he is willing that stuff to you. He is putting those desires in your heart for you to want to do that stuff. And he got a bigger plan that we don't know about. And then other times, it's stuff that we just up here, wanting for random reasons. So what have you? Like, right? But either way it goes, he's capable. He's more than able. There is nothing that he cannot do. And when I'm telling you, like, testimony wise, like, there have been multiple times where I'm telling you it will be things that I say I want and don't even know where they come from. Now that I'm, reflecting back over the years, it's like, I don't even know where certain things came from. I just was up and like, that's what I want. What have you. And, like, I don't know. God had a plan, right? I don't know. It could have came from him, right? Some stuff did that I know for sure. But it's like some stuff is like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, if God is about that and he's willing that to you, or he's, in connection with you, let it be known that that's what you want. Yep. Get specific when you're doing your prayers. And not only that, but start working on your relationship with him, getting closer to him, reading about him. What is the one scripture? It talks about us getting aligned with his will. Get to know what his good and perfect will is for your life so that you can start doing it, because he will do it for you. He will. And deem it yours. Deem it yours. What was I talking about yesterday? The fact that sometimes when you want something, like, and your name is on it, you ain't got to sit up here and be worried about things going on. Oh, somebody else is going to get it. Oh, let me try and sabotage this or do this and that. You ain't got to do none of that. Listen, when something is for you, right? And I'm telling you, deem it yours. Deem it yours. Like, tell God, like, this is what it is, Lord. And what he say, you ask for it. Believe that you have it. Believe it. Right? All these things, that's your spiritual part that's working. Like, you can't, oh, well, I'm believing that it's mine because I done talked to Joe and I done talked to Jane and they said it's on, whatever, like, or I got the money, like, I got it, like, no, start talking to God and making sure that you are locked in with him, that you're connected with him, and that y'all on the same page, and watch him show up for you. Deem it yours. Deem it yours. Like, deem it yours. It ain't going nowhere. If something has your name on it, like, and of course I'm not saying it got the name tag and all for the logical thinkers. It's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying seriously, if it's something that you are believing for and it's something that you have been talking to God about and you are for real doing what he's saying, like, believe that it's yours, deem it yours. And if it has your name on it, I don't care what's going on. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is the walking by faith and not by sight. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if somebody else done got up in the mix. I don't care if it's something and you want it. Look, you just going to the store to get some apples and oranges and you like, dang, I know apples and oranges. Like, nah, if it's meant for you to have, you're gonna have it. It's gonna be the last one sitting there waiting on you. It's gonna be waiting on you. Not the other way around. You know, where you sit up there like, ooh, let me make sure I get it. Let me hurry up before this part. It's like, no. When you get into the mindset of like spiritually being connected with God and knowing that he for real is for you, and when you put things out there and you deem it yours, like it's yours, right? And if it's for real meant to be, it's happening. I don't care what is going on. I don't care what gets thrown into the situation, into the circumstance. You could be sitting up there like, dang, like, man, somebody done got in the mix. Like, oh, now it's this storm going on. Like, what's going to happen? Oh, this not happening, you know. And it's like, I don't care what you saying. God will jump up in that mix and be like, you know, and now that's not going on. You know, what have you? Or no, now that person, is somebody coming along, but they don't want that. You know, what have you? Like, make it where it's like they don't want it. You get what I'm saying? Like, God will make ways where we don't even, you know, don't even have the capacity to understand it. But you have to deem it and you have to believe it and you have to for real be locked in and connected with him. Just as faithful as he is with us, you have to be faithful with him. Know that he can do all things. Know that he can do it just because he wants to glorify the Father, and know that he wants to do it just because he wants to exceed your expectations. But you have to deem it yours, right? What is that one scripture? It talks about how, you know, you being like a wave of the sea, just being tossed back and forth. You asking for something, but then you sitting up here and doubting that you gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? Like, why? How you expect him to be faithful in it if you can't even be faithful in it? You gotta meet him where he at. Like, you, as far as we can, because as far as we can meet him, because at the end of the day, he's just so magnificent in his ways, you know, like we can't even fathom like all that he can do and who he is and all, you know, like we can't. So it's like, at least meet him there where it's just like, however much faith you have, right? Like, however much faith that you have, let it be done type of thing. What did he say in the one scripture where it's like, man, I tell you truly, and I love when he say that, it cracked me up. Like, he's like, man, truly, I tell you, like, anybody say to this tree, you know, or whatever, what is it, this mountain, because I'm thinking of the fig tree now, that he had withered up and made it die. But he's like, if anybody say to this mountain, go toss yourself over into the sea, like, it's done. If you believe it, it's happening, right? So it's like, meet him where he is. Because I'm telling you, like, I just got way too many testimonies where it's just like people, I would say certain things that I want, certain things that I was pursuing, certain things that was going on in my life. And people be out there like, that girl is nuts. Like, you know, like in my face, they going like, oh, really? Okay, man, you know. And then later on, when you come back and you like, oh, yeah, because this is going on. They'll be like, what? Like, what? And so it's those types of situations, right, where I'm telling you, not only do you you know, need to deem it yours and believe that it's even possible, right? Like, you have to believe it for yourself. Whatever you ask for, believe that you have it. Nothing is impossible for him. So he telling you, come to me with all types of questions and all types of requests. Come to him with that instead of trying to run to all these other people and all these situations in this world. It's like, go to God because he got access to it all. And because of us being connected to him, we got access to it all. Like, you got to know this stuff. Okay, tap in. You know, like, you got to know this stuff and then act on it, right? What he say? You got deeds, you know, or you got faith and all this. Like, let me show you my faith by my deeds. You get what I'm saying? Of course, we can't do nothing in our own strength, but what we can do, we can believe all day, like, right? And we can do what we can do in acting in those beliefs to, you know, show him that we are faithful and believing in him and trusting in him and waiting on him, right? And what was the last thing I wanted to say? With Deem It Yours. Like, for real, deem it yours. Like, oh my God. If I could go into like the countless stories of stuff he done did, and not to boast in my, what go on in my life, but it's just the fact that, man, I boast in him because I know it's him who does it, right? Like, this is how I can be in conversations with people and, it's like, oh, here come that Jesus talk, or, like, here come that God, and, all types of things like that, because you know who's doing it. Like, it's nothing in your own strength that's making things happen. But anywho, it was times in my life where it was things that I was pursuing, and literally the thing would not work out for anybody. Like, I'm serious. And again, I ain't boasting in myself. I'm boasting in him because of what he does. When I tell you, believe that it's yours and deem it yours, because when it's something that got your name on it, again, I don't care what's going on. It ain't working out for nobody but you. It's not gonna work. It can be all types of things being thrown into the situation. But until you get in it, because it's prepared for you and it has your name on it, it ain't going to work out with nobody else. It's not happening. Like, it's not going to happen. And I promise you, when he showed me that in my life, like when he did a certain like situation that was going on, how long was it? Let me see. It had to be almost a year. It had to be almost a year of things going on where it's just like, all right, I'm pursuing this. And literally, it was like everything was falling through. Like every single thing that I was trying to do it, it just was falling through. It was not working out. And then it's like the timing. Like, he makes sure the timing is perfect. Like, he ain't gonna do it too early and he not gonna do it too late. He gonna be right on time. As soon as it's like, oh, all right, and here we go. Everything is rolling and it's just smooth sailing. It ain't no bumps, hiccups. It ain't none of that going on, because when God is in a situation, like, when he done stepped in and interceded for you, because it's like, this is theirs and this needs to happen. Like, right? Making all the right people get in the mix, making all the right things fall into place, making you be at the right places at the right time, like all of that. And so then time is going on. And now it's like, all right, I got this one part, but like, I finally got over this one hurdle, but now it's like, I'm trying to, get this here. And it's just like, okay, every single time I was going after something, literally, it was like, somebody else is in the mix right now. Like, it's currently being processed. Like, we got to wait and see, like, what's going to happen. We got to wait and see. And so I'm like, oh man, so now I'm looking around, whatever, and, continuing on. And then same thing happens again, right? Like, oh, get that call back. And they like, yeah, something, is still in the mix, but then it dropped off and now somebody else is in the mix, whatever. Like, they trying. So we got to wait, process, and we got to see what's going to happen. Months and months is going by again. And then all of a sudden, right? Perfect timing. Like, all of a sudden, when other things are going on in my life, then it pops through. It's like, all right, like, man, no one's in on it right now. They just dropped off. And, like, and now the opportunity is even better than it was the first time. You get what I'm saying? Like, when God is for real in the mix and he's working things out for you, he's making it so that it's gonna work for you and only you. You get what I'm saying? Deem it yours. Deem it yours. That's the message for today. Like, that's the message. Look, I'm coming through with the motivation this week. It was too much, like, I try and give y'all real life, because this is what it is, and we need this. We need God to make it. But at the same time, it's like, understand that everything ain't about trials and tribulations. Everything is not like, oh my God, like, struggle with God. He's a good God. He is a good God. He rewards. He makes sure that he redeems all the time lost, all the things lost, all of the heartache, all of the sadness, he knows he's a good God. So although we was talking about trials and tribulations last week and going through struggles and challenges, which is life, right? We always have troubles and all of that. It's like, not always, but I'm saying we will always have troubles. That's not what it is all the time, and especially with your walk with God, right? I was reading about that yesterday with him. talking about, what was it? Lazarus. And like when they was like, oh man, Jesus, you came, and if you would have came earlier, like this wouldn't have happened, type of thing, where he was dying or what have you, or he died. And he was just like, what did he say? He was moved. Like Jesus was moved. So understand that when we going through stuff and everything, like, man, he cares. He is for you. He is for you. Like, for you. And so this week, I'm coming through with the messages of encouragement and hope and motivation for real, to be like, I don't care what it is that's going on in your life. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to do, or whatever it is you're pursuing, or whatever it is, first of all, talk to him about it. He already know, but talk to him about it, because we always want to make sure of where it's coming from. We want to make sure, okay, this is from you, or this is of you, so we good, what have you. And then not only that, but like, okay, Lord, and this is what I'm asking for. This is what I want. This is what it is. Like, I'm believing for it. You told me whatever I ask for, believe that I have it, and it's mine, right? Deem it yours, and watch him go to work. Like, deem it yours and watch him go to work. Wait on him. Wait on him. What did I tell you? Like, that was just one situation in my life. And it was like, that literally happened over a whole year span of time. And it was just like, everything that was going on, you can't help but be like, God was in that. God did that. God did that. You get what I'm saying? Like, when he show up and he's for real showing you, like, no one else could do this, and this is what you wanted, and I went above your expectations, and I made it work for you. Other people don't even know how it worked, but it worked for you, because I was in that. I did it. Make sure you let everybody know it was me who did it. You get what I'm saying? Deem it yours. Deem it yours. I don't care what it is. And don't let nobody come around you doing that look, oh, they dreaming. Oh, this will never happen. Oh, that. It's like, oh, with my God, all things are possible. That's what you say. Like, when you get around anything like that, be like, oh, okay, with my God, all things are possible. And you just wait and you watch him work. Like, wait and watch him work. And then when it happens, make sure you go to him too, so that you know where it really comes from, so that you know where all of the things that we get and all the things that we experience in life, where it comes from, right? All for his glory. So at the end of the day, right? Like, claim it, declare it, right? Deem it yours, right? You got to believe it. Be faithful, and you're trusting and you're relying and you're depending on him, because he is faithful to us. Like, I ain't playing. Like, see, I told you, I'm trying to be authentic with it. I know it sounds all like, oh, this is like genie in a bottle. It's like, no, it's not. Like, understand that he for real wants good for you. He really does. And sometimes it's stuff that we're desiring. It's things that we're going after. And it's a part of a bigger plan. Like, you never know what he's doing. So we got to first, right, come to him and then try and figure that out. Like, discern. Like, is this from God? Is this of God? Like, or is this something else? I'm like, is this just, something else going on? Because even that, when you read in the Bible and people would be like giving up on God or acting like, I ain't gonna get this because it's taking so long. It's like, he'll tell you, sometimes you ask for stuff and it's with the wrong motives. So that's why I'm like, we have to make sure we're aligned with him, and that we're for real, like, okay, is this of him? Is this something, that he wants me to have? Like, is this, type of thing. And then after that, you have to have faith. What does the Bible say now? Without faith, it's impossible to please him. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. So you got to believe. You got to trust in him. And this is another reason why, okay, and then let me wrap it up after this. This is another reason why, for real, I say, do not covet what other people have. Like, and do not be jealous of what somebody else has. Like, I'm for real, because what God got for you, what's the saying? Go ahead. What God has for you, it's for you. So it ain't going to nobody else. I know some people be sitting up there like, oh man, somebody else is going to get it. Oh, and competing and all types of stuff. And it's like, listen here. When something has your name on it, it's like having the person who got your, you waiting in the line. And it's like, okay, when you get here, like, I'm going to hold it for you. I'm going to hold it so you get here. It is just like that. Like, God is like, this is for Deanna, and ain't nobody else getting this. They can come stand here all day, but what she's supposed to get, nobody else is getting. Like, I'm for real. Think of it in that manner. Think of it in that manner. What God got for you is for you. It's not working with anybody else. It's not gonna work. It's not arrogance. It's called confidence in the Lord. Confidence in the Lord. When you are for real believing for something and he for real is letting you know what it is, you better have the same type of faith. Try and match his faith. We got to try and get there. Like, however much faith you willing to have, like, for real. Watch him meet you. Watch him exceed your expectations. Like, you have got to believe it. Believe that it is yours. I don't care what it is. Then I just tell you, I said it could be apples and oranges at the store. Like, man, let me get here so I get these apples and oranges on sale, you know. And you get that and it's like the last two just waiting on you. That is just how it is. And everything else in this world dealing with God. If it got your name on it, it ain't working with nobody else. Somebody could go buy the oranges. And then they're going to be like, you know what? Some could just randomly come up and it's just like, yeah, these oranges, like, you know what? I forgot. I already got some. Or, you know, like, then I got there and I was like, what am I going to use these oranges for? They're not going to work. Let me return them. And like, that's exactly how it is. Like, I'm telling you, listen, tried and true. He done did it for me and he will do it for you. Like, when something is for you, it's for you. It ain't going to nobody else. It's not going to work with anybody else. It already got your name on it. It's already for you. He already done prepared it. It's already happening. Do you get what I'm saying? And not a single thing and not a single person can step in and mess that up. Like, nobody. That part. Deem it yours. That is the message for the day. Like, deem it yours. Deem it yours. And I'm not saying it like a genie where it's just like, I'm just going to go around and be like, and I believe this and I believe that and I believe, you know, whatever. And not having no deeds behind it, right? Like, you still got to show your faith in your actions, right? And same thing with, having a relationship with him and connecting with him and trying to get aligned with him. You still got to put in work, but listen here. Like, as you are doing that, watch him keep showing up for you, because I'm telling you, the more and more he does this stuff for you in your life, the more and more you're going to be like, man, Lord, what else can you do? Now, you done did this for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just gets higher and higher and higher. Like, you done did this, and I don't know how you did that. And so I know this over here is like, you know, what is too hard for you? Nothing. Like, right? Nothing. Ain't nothing too hard for you. So I'm believing for this, Lord. Like, where you at? Like you, that's how I like to be with like donations and stuff. Like, hold on, where you at? Match me. Like, I'm putting in, you know, what have you, like, where you at? Like, you matching me. That's the same thing, how it is with God, for real. Like, that faith that you have, like, for real, the deeper and deeper, the more and more that is growing, like, the more and more he will show up for you and be like, oh, okay, what? How many times we read in the Bible, they said, like, oh, I have never seen so much faith, you know, go out from me. Like, oh, that was so much. You get what I be like, exciting him almost when I be reading it. That's how I'm saying, like, he's looking like, how much faith do they have? Oh, like, they think they got faith. Let me show them. Let me exceed their expectations. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that type of energy, that vibe, that's what we need this week. That's what we're looking for. So I hope that it was encouraging for you. I hope that it motivated you. I hope that it's something that you can take with you as you're going through the week, because we only on the second day now. But I hope it's something that you can take with you for the week, and definitely as we're ending up the year and starting up a new year. Like, come on now. Like, mindset. Don't forget that spiritual aspect, right, in your life. Make sure you read your Bible. Make sure that you staying close to him, and make sure that for real you deeming it yours, right? Like, deem it yours. Don't be like the waves of the sea now. We ain't going back and forth like, oh, I want this, I'm believing for it, but oh, I see that, I hear this, like, oh, I don't know. Like, come on now. Like, come on now. Stay in there. Let him, watch him just do some great things in your life, and remain faithful to him, right? And deem it yours, because you have access to it all through him. So that is all I got for you for the day. I hope that you all have a fabulous Tuesday, and that you all are out here doing great things, spreading love and light and joy. And I shall talk to you all another time. Bye.